This film starts with a rock born of fire and ice. This stone had two types of powers, good and bad. Due to the evil powers in that stone, it began to absorb all the powers of the world inside it, which was wrong for everyone. So this thing is seen by the greatest magicians in the world, and they give their two men the task of capturing this stone. What would they do in front of that powerful stone? They were losing. Then the great magician has to come to capture that stone with his magic. He breaks that stone and makes two stones, out of which one stone was good, which had the powers of heaven, good powers, while the other stone was evil, which had evil powers. They give both the stones to a man named enchanting, and say that I have given such a curse on this red bad stone that after 3 years it will break due to lightning, while the other stone I have given you is because you have to put it in the king's son. If Tianzun had done his job, he would have got a big position. His companion gets jealous to see this. He could have done this work too. He began to hate Tianzun and wanted to teach him a lesson. He reaches the king's palace before Tianzun steals the good stone and puts the bad stone in the queen's body, which gave birth to an evil child. Because of the evil powers, he began to spread destruction throughout the village as he was born. Tianzun was upset to see this. His master had put a responsibility on him that he could not fulfill. He makes such a necklace with his magic that this new child named Nejas could control his evil powers. Now he was going to kill Nejas, but the queen saves him because whatever he was her son. Tianzun tells the queen that if we leave him alive, he will die after 3 years because a great magician has given him a curse. The king says that it is okay. I will get rid of my son's curse from him and keep him away from all these people. Now the bad man is shown, who had come to a special place in the depths of the sea with a good stone. All the dragons were imprisoned in this place. He mixes this good pearl with the dragon's egg. Obviously, this stone had good powers, so a good boy was born because of it. Here, the king had gone to heaven to get his son's curse removed. He goes and finds out that no curse can be removed. In the human world, everyone knew about Nejas. Even small children had made strange ways to escape from Izal, with the help of which they could kill Nejas. It was clear that everyone was afraid of Nejas, from an adult to a small child. Nejas kept in a magical prison that was around his palace, but one day, after his mother leaves, he breaks the prison and comes out of it and starts spreading devastation throughout the city. He annoys all the people there, and Nejas listens to all the plans that the children had made to kill Nejas. And on the contrary, he tests the children, with which all the children's lives were in danger. As Tianzun finds out that Nejas has come out of the magical prison and many children are in danger, he comes and saves the children's lives quickly. Tianzun sees his naughty acts and decides to teach Nejas magic so that Nejas' attention will be diverted. Here, Nejas sees a map while playing, which he touches and reaches a beautiful magical world. Here, Nejas meets Tianzun, who shows him some magic through a magical brush. And with the help of this magical world, he tells him that I will teach you all this magic. He tells Nejas that magic does not reveal anything. Magic creates an illusion. It not only gives a false trap. He had also done all this to Nejas. He tells Nejas a spell so that he can create an illusion. Nejas is trying to lose at first, but then he shows his magic and makes an illusion of animals. He turns a frog into his body and leaves it in the water, which made the queen upset. She thinks her son is dead. As Tianzun brings the body out of the water, it turns out that it was just a poisonous frog. Tianzun was surprised to see that little Nejas had made an illusion on the animals, but the work was not just that. He had to teach Nejas to fight big dragons. Nejas' mother says to her, I know you want everyone to love you, and they will love you only when you save their lives from big dragons. They will feel that they have some benefit from you. He says people think I am a dragon on it. His father tells him a lie that you are born because of a good pearl. That's why you have so much power. People will not accept you until you do something for them. As Nejas hears this, he starts his hard work. After months of training, he kills a lot of dragons, but it is shown that this time was not for months, but only for a few days, and all the dragons that Nejas had fought were magical illusions. That is, he was fighting in his imagination. His master means Tianzun tells him that you have not only killed dragons, but also killed a lot of humans. You have to kill dragons, not humans. Nezha says, okay, that's fine, but I haven't killed humans yet. This whole fight was happening in my imagination. This imaginary fight was the training for his real war. The king starts taking back his magical weapon from his son, and while returning it, he steals his master Izianzun's brush and runs away from that world and comes somewhere else, where he meets a strange dragon. He wanted to fight him to show his power, but the dragon was clever. It turns into water and goes back into the water and says that no one can find me in the water. On the way, the dragon also caught a girl to eat. Nezha wanted to save the girl. He attacks it with fire, but instead of the dragon dying, the whole village was destroyed. Here enters that good boy who is made of good pearls. As he comes here, he turns all the water into ice, from which the dragon could not go into the water. That good boy fights the dragon and saves the little girl, which made Nezha even more furious. Ignatius thinks, who became a hero when I became a hero? I had to save this girl. In this anger, he handed over the girl to the dragon again, so that he himself fights the dragon again and gets the girl. Before he fights the bad dragon, Nezha starts fighting that good boy, and while fighting, he takes off his mask, from which Ignatius realized that good boy is not a human but a dragon. As we already know that he was born from the egg of the dragon, now that good boy also found out that this little boy is not an ordinary boy. He has some strange powers in him. Taking advantage of their fight, the second monster throws his bubbles at them, due to which anything could turn into stone. Nezha, who did not know this, likes bubbles very much, and as he touches a bubble, his hand turns into stone. As he did this, the monster also ate the girl. Seeing this, the good boy uses all his strength escaping from those bubbles, reaches it and attacks its stomach, from which the girl came out of his stomach, but because of the poison of the dragon, the good boy's whole body along with the girl had turned into stone, except for one eye. As Ignatius sees this, he goes ahead to help that girl, but that bad monster had spread his dirty bubbles everywhere. Ignatius was also clever. He was not going to give up. He uses the stone-made body of another man to break all the bubbles and reaches the monster. After beating it, the monster finally gave up, and the monster also gave him medicine. With it, he would cure the stone-made things. With the help of this medicine, he saved the life of the good boy. In this way, they become friends, and the dragon apologizes to him and goes back into the water, and these two boys play together a lot. Nezha also liked it very much because for the first time in his life, he met someone who played with him for hours, but now it was time for the good boy to go back. Nezha was sad, and he gives Ignatius something that he could meet him again while ringing it. The good boy now goes to his master and his father, who was a dragon, and tells him that he has made a friend named Nezha. On it, his master starts scolding him and says that you cannot make him a friend. He is your enemy. You will have to kill him. You are born from a good pearl when he is born from a bad pearl. But he was good. He did not want to kill anyone, especially the person who saved his life. Meanwhile, the dragon says, you know God has imprisoned us here for thousands of years. Will you not think about us? It is shown Ignatius' birthday was coming. Everyone had come to his birthday. He had also called his friend here. But before his friend comes here, the bad brother of the Itianzunu, who was a bad magician, tells the truth to Ignatius, that he is born from a bad stone and his powers are locked in that necklace that he is wearing. Not only that, he was also telling him that today you will be 3 years old and will die because you have a curse on you. Hearing all this, he becomes furious and starts spreading destruction in the village. He tells his parents that I have known all the truth. He also broke his necklace with the help of the spell told by Otianzun's old brother, so that he was completely transformed into a dragon. None was understanding how to handle Nezha. So Otianzun starts looking for his necklace, which was now with his bad brother, and it is shown that the evil man was standing near the good boy. He teaches the good boy that when Otianzun will kill his parents in anger, then you go there and save all the people and becomes a hero in all the people and also end Nezha. Hearing this, the good boy was upset. He tells his master that I will end Nezha, but he saved my life. Instead, give me permission to save his parents. The master allows this, and before he says anything else, he immediately takes Nezha's necklace and goes to save his parents from him. Before Nezha ends his parents, the good boy with Otianzun gives him the necklace, so that his powers were imprisoned, but despite being small, he was still furious. Neja had flown away from there, while Neja's parents means the king and the queen were thanking the good boy. The king suspects that this good boy may have been born from a good pearl because he saw the same mark on his head as on his son's head. The king takes off his clothes from his head. Everyone knows that he is a dragon. After seeing him, Tianzun also found out that his brother had stolen this stone and given it to the dragons. He tells his brother, "See, God will give you the worst punishment," and here the bad master tells everyone, "You are all going to die. Who will tell God this?" Along with it, he was now instigating his good boy. He says that you are a dragon. Humans will never accept you. You should. Now he was the son of a dragon who had to save the dragons. He collects the water of the sea to kill humans and frozen. It's so that with his help he can destroy the whole village at the same time. On the other hand, Neja is shown crying a lot. He was sad that no one loved him. And then the gift given by his master comes in front of him and shows him the truth that everyone loves him so much. He tells him that your curse could not be broken, but as your dad found out that someone else could take your curse, he took curse debt on himself. That means your father will die instead of you, and realizes everyone loves him. Neja's wanted to come back to his parents soon, where he finds out from his master that the good boy wants to destroy the whole village, so that no one can convey the truth to God that your good stone was stolen by his master. As he hears this, Neja gets angry, and now we are shown the fight between Neja and that good dragon, which was doing bad even though the dragon was good. Neja was fighting very well on his side, but his strength was less than the other dragon because he had a staff in his neck that reduced his strength. Then he casts the spell of the bad magician and takes off his locket from his neck, also uses the magic taught by his master, and makes an illusion that the master of the good dragon is standing in his place. Now how could anyone fight with their master? Neja had also changed his weapon from that magician. Because of this, the good dragon did not understand that who is his master and who is Neja's. He starts killing his master instead of Neja's also, and Neja is also beating his master. Tianzun wanted to take all this destruction away from this city, so he flies a map in the air. Because of this, they came to the magical world. Tianzun wanted the evil magician and the evil dragon to come to the real world. By closing the door and reaching the real world, they need the brush Tianzun had. There was a fight between them. During the fight, they come back to the real world, where the good dragon was going to kill Neja's parents, that Neja had come to save them. This attack was so strong because of it. Neja's become unconscious. The dragon had started breaking the ice on top of the city to destroy everyone. At that time, Neja's comes to his senses. He gathers all his powers and tries to stop the ice from falling. Then he asks the dragon, "Why are you trying to save all these people, although you are a devil?" Neja replies that nothing happens by being born a devil. My thinking is good and I want to save people. He melts all the ice and also imprisons the dragon. The good dragon was asking him to kill him, but Neja says, "No, I will not kill you because you are my best friend." Now there was lightning from the sky, and Neja realized that it was time for the curse, because now Neja's dad had taken the curse on himself, so his dad would have died. Neja quickly tears the curse paper, because of which the curse had come back on Neja. In this way, his dad is saved and Neja starts dying. Before Neja dies, the good dragon comes and tries to save Neja. To help him, Tianzun also comes into the lightning, but he could not face God. It will happen the same what God had decided. Neja and the good dragon had both died, but somewhere Tianzun had saved their souls. With it, this movie ends here.